Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to Cricket Happenings with your host Ram. Well, as you know, it is a very late report, so I wouldn't be able to go into details, but I'm going to briefly look at the match. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the second day's play in the match between England and India. Then we look at Bangladesh's performance versus West Indies on the probably it's on the third day, and then I will take you live to the Adelaide Cricket Ground, where Australia currently are 189 for 6. In fact, they have lost Michael Clarke today for 38 runs. Matthew Wade and Hussey are at the crease. So we'll talk about that. So first, as I said, since this is a late report, I'm not going to go into the big details, but briefly I'm going to talk about the match. Well, yesterday India resumed at the overnight score of 266 for 6, and they were all out for 327. So basically, it was quick work by the English bowlers, especially it was Monty Panesar and Swan actually wrapping up the Indian innings for 327. Yesterday was day 2. In fact, for the first time I mean, that is a real rarity, I would say, because as you know, Cheteshwar Pujara always had a price on his wicket, and he has not been dismissed by the English bowlers even once. So, but yesterday, that was the first time in this series that Cheteshwar Pujara was dismissed, and he was dismissed stumped by Pryor of the bowling of Graham Swan for 135 with 12 fours. So the partnership which did lots of good work for India. Finally, I couldn't really carry it on, and after after the 111 run partnership, it was Cheteshwar Pujara gone for 135, the first time dismissed in the series against England. And what a relief that would be for England to have taken Cheteshwar Pujara, because Cheteshwar Pujara has already put a big price on his wicket now. And Ravichandran Ashwin, after making 68, was LBW Panesar for 68. Harbhajan Singh made 21, 2 fours and 1 6. Zahir Khan, there was a sort of a real doubt about his dismissal, but he was caught by Bairstow bowling a Swan for 11 with 1 4 and 1 6. Oja was not out and not 327. India were all out. Bowling, well, one can only talk about Monty Panesar's bowling effort. Monty Panesar has taken, in fact, on this first match in this particular tour, of this second test match, in fact, Monty Panesar had figures of 47 overs, 12 maidens, 129 runs and 5 wickets. He bowled splendidly, ably supported by Graham Swan, 34.1 overs, 7 maidens, 70 runs and 4 wickets. Now, I'm not just going into other details. As far as England were concerned, well, England started off, it was a very good opening partnership. Once again, Nick Compton, once again showing a lot of composure, giving good support to Alistair Cook. Alistair Cook obviously confident after playing that big knock. And well, let me tell you, both of them really played well. And as is customary, as far as Mahendra Singh Dhoni is concerned, once again, it was Ravichandran Ashwin and Pragyan Oja taking the new ball and bowling. So it has been, in this series, what I've seen is the majority overs are being bowled by the spinners. And well, today Nick Compton, as I said, he's even though he has not got some big knocks, but whenever he has played, he has looked absolutely composed. And today too, it was a good exhibition by Nick Compton. And in fact, he was the first wicket to go today when he was caught by Sehwag in the slips on the bowling of Pragyan Oja for 29 with 4 boundaries. So the first wicket was 66 for 1, and Jonathan Trott continued his woeful form in this series. And this is in this, he has not. He has really struggled in this series. In fact, it has become a sort of a habit for Jonathan Trott to go out for a duck, and today too it was the same case. He was LBW bowled Oja for a duck, and 68 for 2. Well, England would have been probably thinking what's going to happen, but I would say very luckily and very luckily for them, it was that partnership. Kevin Pietersen drove himself into form, playing some very good shots. Very good drives, as is known, his flick through mid-wicket, and as you know how Kevin Pietersen plays the spinners. Well, Alistair Cook, suddenly a better player of spin now. He has really gauged the pitch, and he knows how to play the spinners. And Alistair Cook and Pietersen, just avoided further mishap for England by taking them towards the close on a very respectable 178 for 2 in reply to England's 327. Alistair Cook was not out on 87, 10 fours and 1 6 in his knock. Kevin Pietersen was the good thing to happen for England. He had an unbeaten 62 to his name, and it was pretty well done. He had 9 fours in that knock, 178 for 2. Bowling figures: Pragyan Oja was among the wickets, 21 overs, 3 minutes, 265. Ashwin bowled 22 overs, 5 minutes, none for 54. Harbhajan Singh, for the first time bowling this match, was a bit costly, I would say. I mean, keeping the standard of Harbhajan Singh, it was not a good performance from Baji. 14 overs, no maiden, none for 47. As I said, Zahir Khan was the only pace bowler that India had, and Zahir Khan, in fact, he bowled just 8 overs, 4 maidens, none for 12. Now, as far as this match is concerned, the only thing that I would like to tell here is that for England, it is very, very essential, that is on today, that is on the third day, England need to really, really push that score. They definitely have some batting to come, because this Alistair Cook-Pietersen partnership has to really, really still take them more forward. And then they still have some good batting to come, I would say, because Jonathan Bairstow is a very good batsman, and probably is getting his first knock here in India. Samit Patel is also a good batsman, and Matt Pryor, as you know, in the other match. And also, let's not discount the fact that Stuart Broad and Graham Swan can also bat well. So, looking at all this, the only thing I would say here is that England has to get on to a very good total to put the pressure on the Indians. Probably, probably take 150, 200 runs lead, because otherwise, what England has to realize is that England are the ones who are going to bat last on this wicket. And as you know, the history says that the Mumbai wicket really, really crumbles pretty quickly, and it would be absolutely dicey for England to face the Indian spinners. So whether it is going to be India who are going to pick up the wickets and put the pressure on England, or whether England batsmen are going to turn over the pressure to India, we will be seeing that on this third day. So from here I move now to the next match, which is Bangladesh versus West Indies. Now, as far as Bangladesh versus West Indies were concerned, we were on, that was day 4, so the match was almost coming to an end. As you know, today is the final day of this particular match. But as far as West Indies were concerned, they extended the score to 648 yesterday. Chandrapal had an unbeaten 150 to his name with 12 fours and 1 6. Other than that, it was procession. In fact, it was all wrapped up by Shakib who was among the wickets. So, but what West Indies did was West Indies declared at 648 for 9, so thus taking a huge lead in this particular, more than 300 runs, as you know. And well, as far as Shakib was concerned, Shakib became the second player in Bangladesh Test history to go past the 100 wicket mark. In fact, he had 52 overs, 11 maidens, 151 runs and 4 wickets. So he was the wicket taker, and the other one was Sohail Ghazi. As you know, he has made it a habit: 57.3 overs, 4 maidens, 167 runs and 3 wickets. So Bangladesh were actually faced with a very, very huge, they are still trailing by 35 runs. They have 4 wickets in hand. In fact, Bangladesh had a very, very tough examination, I would say, because in fact they didn't have a good start. Nazimuddin was claimed by Fidel Edwards, who actually gave them the breakthrough. When Nazimuddin was caught at the crease, LBW bowled Edwards for a duck. That was the first wicket to go. Tamim Iqbal, after that, Best was absolutely superb. Now, what Best did best was basically, even though in the previous match he actually concentrated on short stuff and bowling pace, it shows the lot of maturity that Tino Best has been showing. One would have read his comments. He's definitely said that on subcontinental wickets, it's not the speed that matters, it's about the guile, it's about the way you adjust your length. So what he did is he actually sacrificed his pace and relied on cut and swing, and that's what fetched him the wickets. In fact, Tamim Iqbal was bowled by, in fact, Best came in and really put Bangladesh into a real spin, I would say, because he reduced them to a total of 62 for 4. He picked up 3 wickets on the trot. First he picked up the wicket of Tamim Iqbal, who was clean bowled by Tino Best for 28 with 4 boundaries. Shahriar Nafiz was really, that was a good ball from Best. In fact, Shahriar Nafiz, he knew that he's the one who actually tried to guide the ball over the slips. Sami took the catch, but Shahriar Nafiz was really put into the trap, I would say, by Tino Best. He made 21 with 4 fours, but Naeem Islam probably was the best wicket for Tino Best. It was a beautiful delivery from Naeem Islam, shaping in, and Naeem Islam was, his stumps were uprooted. Naeem Islam was clean bowled by Best for 2, and that made the score 62 for 4. And Mushfiqur Rahim, probably guilty as a captain of probably attempting a bad shot. He tried to actually attack Veersamy Parmal and to give away his wicket to Parmal. He was bowled by Parmal for 10, and that made this Bangladesh score 82 for 5. But after 82 for 5, there was a real rescue effort done. There were 2 batsmen at one end. It was Shakib Al Hassan, who was the master, as you know, and Nasir Hossain. Now what they did best was they put up a very good partnership. It was very well done. In fact, they stemmed the rot, I would say, and they took the Bangladesh score to 226. But at 226, the last over of the day, and that was a big blunder according to me, Shakib al-Hassan played a very irresponsible shot. He tried with his individual score on 97. He tried to put Permal out of the ground. He tried to attack him. He lofted him. Tino Best took the catch. That was brainless batting by Shakib al-Hassan, I would say. It was caught best ball Permal for 97 as the umpires just picked up the bails, and that was stumps on day 4 with Shakib al-Hassan. After playing such a good knock of 97, 10 fours and 1 6, and rescuing the Bangladesh team, well, it was pretty sad. But Nasir Hossain continued his good form, and he was there, still unbeaten, on 64 with 8 fours. So 35 runs more for Bangladesh today to get into the lead, but it looks like West Indies are really coming in, unless and until Nasir Hossain, who will be joined by Mahmudullah, is the only recognized batsman to come. If Mahmudullah can come in and stitch together a partnership, that might be good for Bangladesh. But whether if they are not going to do that, then probably West Indies will take it. The bowling figures for Tino Best was 3 for 26. Now, I don't have much time. I'm going on to the live match here. And the live match here, what I see here is, as you know, yesterday I couldn't talk about it. So I'm going to briefly touch on that. Right now I see Hussey has just hit a boundary of the bowling of Cleanfield. Just talking about this match is very well poised right now, because Australia are leading by 359 runs currently, and South Africa, as you know, yesterday made 388. It was 78 from Faf du Plessis on debut. It was a very good knock, 13 fours and 1 6. Jack Scalise, with his injury, decided to hit a lot of boundaries in his score of 58 with 10 fours and 1 6, and in fact 388 was the final score for South Africa. The wickets were all shared. I'm not going to talk about that because of lack of time. And it was a good lead for Australia. After taking the lead, Australia currently are 197 for 6. As I said today, they have lost Michael Clarke for 38 with 3 fours and 1 6. And currently it is Michael Hussey who is doing a good job. He's an unbeaten 47 with 6 fours. Matthew Wade is giving him company, not out on 11. And at the current moment, this match looks absolutely poised, because we are on day 4. And Australia are leading by 359 runs currently with 4 wickets. So probably it's very essential that Hussey and Wade can put up a good partnership and probably stretch that to probably give a target of probably 500 runs to South Africa, and that is going to be something very interesting to watch. Well, whether that is going to happen, we'll know. But in the meanwhile, I'll keep some commentary going here, if possible. Trying to keep some commentary going as Michael Hussey, as I said, has just crashed a boundary. Michael Hussey, and we are waiting right now as the score for Australia reads here 202 for 6. So they're past the 200 mark, and they are 364 runs on currently. 4 wickets remaining. We are in day 4. Matthew Wade is 11. Michael Hussey has gone on to his 50, and he is not out on 52 with 7 fours. He has been very consistent in this series. 7 fours in his knock of 52. As we are waiting, as Cleanfield is getting ready. As you know, Cleanfield yesterday had a very good spell in which he picked up 3 wickets. So today his bowling figures, well, he has not picked up any wickets, but he has 3 wickets to his name yesterday. As Cleanfield comes in and bowls to Matthew Wade, Matthew Wade will get a single as the score moves by 1, 203 for 6, and Wade has got 1 run. In the meanwhile, we are still waiting. 203 for 6 currently. Australia leading by 365 runs. So I will keep the commentary going as far as this broadcast goes. In fact, I will have to end up my report. Time is really running out. So unfortunately, dear fans, I'm leaving you right now. But this match is also coming. I think all the matches are getting interesting. The England-India match is interesting. The Bangladesh-West Indies is probably getting onto a result today. Australia-South Africa is really building up to a good result. And I think cricket is getting all the more richer with such test matches. And who says test matches are dying? Well, I would never agree that. Yes, if you want to bring day-night test cricket, yes, you can bring that. But I would never agree to the dictum or agree to the statement that test cricket is dying. Test cricket is alive and kicking, according to me. Thanks for your company and thanks for watching Cricket Happenings. Your host Ram signing off today. Thank you.